Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have ourselves a 1v1 on Semoskiy Winter. That is right, we are back on the fields of the Winter Semoskiy. Our heroes today are going to be from the mTw clan. It is going to be Cataclaw, playing as the German in the blue, and his opponent is going to be VonIvan, playing as the Soviets of the Red Army. So, both players really good. Let's take a look at their current ranks at the time of casting this. VonIvan is... oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so good. I mean, at the time of casting this, his German play is ranked 9th, so top 10 player, and his Soviet play is ranked number 3. So this is a number 3 player overall for the Soviets in 1v1, so yeah. Cataclaw has a tough fighting in his hands, but, I mean, obviously he is no scrub himself, as... his German play is ranked number 2, so what? I mean, ranked number 3 and 2. Come on. Ridiculous games. But anyways, I guess I'll say the Soviet for Cataclaw is ranked at number 4, so come on. Jeez. Stop being good, guys. Come on. Jeez. Look at me. I'm such a good player. I want to be you. Anyways, let's go ahead and head into the game. So we see tier 1 coming down straight for Cataclaw, getting himself Grenadiers. 3 Grenadiers to start with, no MGs or any support weapons so far. And for VonIvan, no tech, just getting himself conscripts. 3 conscripts off the bat. I would assume maybe into Molotovs. I don't know, that used to be the old MO, 3 conscripts into Molotovs, but we'll see what he decides to go with. Unfortunately, though, we can't actually check on him because he is currently the evil guy, the red guy. But, well, there we go. Center map, we have the first engagement. Conscripts coming up in the middle of the road. Grand Squad popping into the house, nailing one of the conscripts as it moves across the open in the negative cover of the road. Conscripts get themselves into the cover of the heavy walls here, green walls, I guess. And the Grand Squad no longer able to shoot. 2 conscript squads now together, having lost 1 man. They now open up on the Grand Squad that closes the distance. The conscripts will be able to shoot at them. A little bit of a firefight here. There was a firefight. And the Grands get another support squad there with them. So this fight could take a little while. The guy over here actually died because he was outside of the cover. Even though the squad itself says it has green cover, the cover is directional and positional. So, for example, this guy right here at the edge does not have the cover. And we see the 3rd conscript squad for VonIvan coming in for the flank, getting right on top of the Grenz. So this is, I guess, we're going to see if Molotovs are in play. Does not look like Molotovs are in play right now for VonIvan, as nobody tossed one, and the Grenz are just getting battered here by the conscript squads. Conscript squad taking some heavy losses, one of them down to 2 men, but with the sheer amount of infantry force, they managed to force away both Grenadier squads. A nice early engagement there for VonIvan, getting the win in the center, and having 2 relatively strong squads still left. One conscript squad down to 4 men, but the other one at full strength. One of the conscript squad is the one that took the brunt of the damage. Over on the right-hand side, combat engineers running over to the right, and they run into a Grand Squad. The Grand Squad is there to stop them. They actually notice in time and get themselves behind some heavy cover, so they will prolong this engagement for a little while. They will not win, obviously. The Grands will win that engagement in the long run, but they will stall them for a bit. Over on the left-hand side, Pios for Cataclaw is moving around capping. And VonIvan has gotten himself 5 conscript squads in total. One of them coming into the field right now. The other one still back at base getting reinforced. And for Cataclaw, we have 4 Grenadier squads with a med bunker. A very early med bunker. Wow, that is nice. But that is going to help him out quite a bit, considering that means his squads, for example, this one that is currently damaged, will head out onto the field at full strength. This one is not too bad of a deal, considering that, you know, they're very healthy for a 4-man squad, but sometimes you can get a 4-man squad that is already less than half health, meaning that each of the units in it will die very quickly in a firefight. So, in the long run, it will save him some manpower, even though it does put him behind right now in, well, unit count and force. He only has 4 Grants to VonIvan's 5 conscripts on the field, 6 being produced right now, so... that is the sacrifice he's willing to pay, but he is going to keep his Grants together, giving him that much-needed boost in firepower and combat strength. Looks like he's going to be going for the cutoff. Well, no, actually, he's going over to the left-hand side. He might be wanting to hunt down a squad by itself and maybe kill it before VonIvan notices. But no, the conscript squad instantly retreats. Down to 5 man. We'll probably lose a couple more on the retreat. No, actually stays alive. So, Cataclaw will be going for the cutoff. However, VonIvan does have the entire right-hand side captured, which means he'll still be able to connect the territories even in the center because of the fuel point and the strategic point over here. But, I mean, I guess that's nice. So, yeah, he got the cutoff there, but again, the points are still connected. He needs to cut off a little bit more. Grenadiers crossing through the ice, they actually get themselves into range of the base sector MGs for VonIvan. Get a little bit shot up there, but they managed to not get suppressed. So the plan for Cataclaw stays. Looks like he's going to go straight for the cutoff. He's actually going to go for this point, and that will be cutting off VonIvan completely. VonIvan does have 4 conscript squad roaming through the center of the map. One pops into the church to get a superior position and vision, and he will spot that Grand Squad over in the... it is surrounded right now by conscript squads in all directions. We have 3 conscript squads, 4 conscript squads behind it, with 2 in front. It's just getting shot up in all directions. Can he make it out? It looks like the conscripts are moving towards the south to stop that cutoff. So the Grand Squad will actually make it out alive, but that was a very scary situation for that Grand Squad. We now have a 5th Grenadier Squad coming out on the field for Cataclaw. Still no additional tech. This is like SC2, says Cataclaw. Well, let's see if he actually says anything else to explain that, but not exactly sure what he means by that, but we'll see. Conscripts over on the south, they run back down and force away the Agrens, throw a Molotov, forcing them to backpedal and get themselves out of the way. However, that actually forces the conscripts to move themselves out of the light cover that they have. Second Molotov gets tossed, the Agrens continue to shoot and scoot, and they are going to be able to stay alive. And we see that Tier 2 has been produced for Cataclaw. Cataclaw trying to hold on. The conscripts are taking a little bit of a beating. Did one conscript squad die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it did. That is quite unfortunate there for VonIvan. A little bit lapsed. You can see there a lot of men died there, and one squad ended up wiping. Yeah, combat engineers are back here. Was focused over on the engagement up north. Another squad dies there. Conscript squad's now down to 4 in total. The conscripts holding the house, as we see Tier 2 already down for Cataclaw with a scout car coming into play. More conscript squads getting produced from VonIvan to get his numbers back up. Did take a little bit of losses there as too many engagements were going on at the same time, and he was not able to keep track of the units apparently, which, you know, happens to everybody, of course, even the best. So the conscripts just hold up here, delaying the German forces getting shot up from all directions. Already down to 4 men. They do pop out of the house and will probably be retreating. But, no, actually, don't retreat. Wow, that was quite ballsy. There they go. Actually set themselves up to kill one of the men in that Grenadier Squad and force a retreat, but now they stay alive. Up in the north, more conscripts getting captured, or well, capturing points, as we see the scout car running into a conscript squad up in the northern point. Gonna chase it down a little bit, but will not be able to kill it. It's still a 4-man squad, and the scout car, well, it's not, you know, completely amazing. We'll be able to catch up to it, but now runs right in front of the conscript. The conscript squad ends up retreating as well, as no 18-8s apparently are produced for VonIvan just yet. He probably has it queued up right now. However, he is going to be forced off of the field by that one scout car for a little while. Conscripts do hold themselves up in this house. We'll be able to return fire on that scout car, doing some damage to it. However, well, I mean, I don't think they'll be able to get the kill unless unless Cataclaw just leaves it there. More conscripts down south capturing points as Grens are recapturing territory for Cataclaw. 1-man squad retreating, taking it back out. Grens on the right-hand side capturing, and center point we have more Pyos just moving around capturing points as the second scout car now hits the field. This may be the kill squad for Cataclaw. So let's see if we can use it to catch units out of position. He may be able to catch this combat engineer squad up in the north out of position. The second scout car is moving down. The combat engineers will probably be retreating. There they go. Instantly retreat. Can the second scout car come in to intercept? It will be able to intercept them in the path. No, they actually take the long, well, not the long path around, but the better path around through the edge of the map, so the scout car in the center will not be able to get on top of them and potentially get a kill. Conscripts in the center pop out of the house. They're going to continue to move along and try to recapture territory. Pioneers near the church. Will they actually rush into the church? The conscripts are moving in there. Conscripts manage to win the church to the Pyos, and the scout car will not be able, or scout cars, will not be able to get a kill on them. The Pyos and scout cars will, however, be able to nail on them, or wail on them, I should say, for a little while and do a lot of damage. Conscripts on the right-hand side force away the Grand Squad down to 1 man. Again, barely making it out alive for Cataclaw, as LMGs now get equipped on the Grens for Cataclaw and start giving them the edge on the engagements. Center map. Conscript squad did end up having to retreat. It didn't actually lose anybody, and we do have medics on the field for VonIvan, so he'll be able to get these back up to full strength if he leaves them there for a little while. Scout cars over on the right-hand side. They do catch that conscript squad very out of positions. They're trying to chase it down. Other conscript squad moves into intercept. They will be able to run interference here and make those scout cars get out of the way. They pop into the house. We'll be able to nail in more shots. They pop out of the house, and we'll be able to get an 18-8 off on the scout car. There we go. Scout car gets damaged engine, and the conscripts pop back into the house. They have been brought down to 3 men, as the MGs on top of those scout cars are very good against infantry. But the scout car is trying to move away. It is getting focused down right now by the conscripts in the house. More conscripts just Ura forward. They're trying to catch the other scout car as the other one is behind the house. 2-man conscript squad pops out of the house to get the hell out of there. LMGs on the Grens opening up on the conscripts as they approach. The scout car over on the left-hand side trying to dodge out of the way. Molotov flies at the Grens. The Grens are sitting in the fire as the scout car is trying to move out of the way. 18-8 goes off and nails the scout car, getting the kill on 1, bringing the count down to 1 for Cataclaw. The conscripts move back out of the way. The mortar over here did a little bit of damage to the Grens, but not too much. They are quite fine, and we see more infantry moving out of the base for Cataclaw. As he did took a little bit of a loss there, but he is quite fine. Center map, conscripts popping into the church as the LMGs on the Grens going to be opening up on that. Down south, LMG Gren pops into the house, but it gets Molotov. Will probably be forced away, otherwise it's going to burn to death. Down to 2 men, forces to evacuate the house through the back, and there it goes. Conscripts at 6 men. They will move up and try to get some shots off on the Grens. However, they are not able to kill them. Very low in health, in fact, but they'll make it out. They'll be fine. They actually get some cover there from the wreckage of the car. Left-hand side, we see VonIvan going to recap his strategic point outside the base, as Cataclaw has recovered pretty much most of the map. Grens down south, or actually not really that south, but left-hand side running into some conscripts. There's 2 conscript squads nearby. Conscripts are getting the upper hand right now on these Grens as they are both in the open, but the close range gives the conscripts the edge. Conscripts have to run. They're going to get shot up by another squad, but they'll make it out. Scout car in the center does get an autocannon upgrade. The autocannon won't really do that much against the infantry, but, you know, it makes it a little bit more of a threat, I guess. Also helps against the buildings. And on the far right-hand side, conscripts getting the capture at that point. Victory points are currently 401 for Cataclaw and 436 for VonIvan, so a very close match. Anybody's game at this point. We see that VonIvan has the lead in infantry count. I mean, come on, he has 8 conscript squads currently in the field, with a combat engineer squad just in there because, you know, well, you start with 1. And Cataclaw, for his part, has 5 Grand squads and a Panzer Grenadier squad with a scout car support, plus a Pio. But yeah, I mean, that of unit count is kind of ridiculous. Conscripts just flood forward, getting right on top of that scout car. They Ura forward, getting range for an 18-8. No, the road actually... Oh! That was a nasty shot there. What was that? Was that a rifle nade? It looks like it might have been a rifle nade. 3 men die in that conscript squad. Might have also been to the scout car. The scout car itself has 9 kills to its name, so it's anybody's guess, I guess you could say. Panzer Grenadiers move up. They're going to jump into the church, getting the upper hand right there. And that conscript squad, those Stormgewehr rifles will do a lot of damage to this conscript squad right there in the open, getting a lot of damage on top of them. The Molotov gets wound up and thrown into the church. The Panzer Grenadiers pop out. They are quite damaged, but they're still at 4 men. The conscript squad still getting annihilated there. Autocannon and MG shots on top of the conscripts down to 2 men. Conscript squad in the house also taking some more damage. The conscript squad out in the open, managing to run away and stay alive. And the engagement just continues to go all over the place. Combat engineers in the center getting that victory point. Conscripts moving in for the flank, get right on top of the Panzer Grenadiers. We'll get some more shots off and then kill 1 more. Oh, the Panzer Grenadiers go down. A nice pickup there for VonIvan. He continues to push forward. The scout car being able to lay in on the conscripts with its autocannon at long range, especially inside that house, but they just stand still. They continue to push forward. Scout car bugs out as the pioneers decide to retreat. Conscripts just closing in every angle. VonIvan just not letting up with all this infantry, even though the scout car does have the upper hand there against conscripts by itself. He's just continuing to push forward. Scout car backs off. Cataclaw keeping his car alive, does not want to lose his vehicle. Conscripts are almost in range for an 18-8, but no, they did not manage to get in range. The scout car just backs off. Doctrine has been selected for Cataclaw, and that is the Assault Support Doctrine. So that'll, well, it was a very popular doctrine early in the, well, not the beta days. I think it was early on release, even though it was popular in beta, but, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know if it was available. I forget, but it was early on. It was very popular because the Opal Blitz would give a lot of resources, and you could just simply spam the strafing run over and over and over and over, and then call in Tigers. You win. Anyways, down south, or down in the center, LMG Grens, rifle lane into the church, kill one of the conscripts, and shoot one more down. Oh, another one goes down. Damn, that scout car is just wrecking house. Down to 3 men on the conscript squad. He's going to need to evacuate through the back door and evacuate through the back door and make it out of there. But down to 1 man, does not actually make it out, just gets killed inside as it tries to pop out of the church, and a conscript squad is lost for mTw.Ivan. mTw.Ivan now down to 6 conscript squads, has lost the combat engineer squad. So I'm assuming at this point he's probably going to be just utilizing his resources to do call-ins, and that's how he's going to get his armor support from, because I do not see him getting any tech at this point. More conscript squad getting built for mTw.Ivan to replace his losses. Conscript retreating up in the north, down to 2 men. Grand squad in the center getting chased down by the conscript squad. Can the conscripts pick up a kill here? Yes, they do. Another Grand Squad goes down for Cataclaw. Trading blows back and forth. Bit of a slugfest here. Center map, scout car opening up on the conscripts as they move to the victory point. More conscripts just flooding all over the place. Kind of hard to keep track on them. Up in the north, the conscript squad is engaging against LMG Grens all over the place. He's actually surrounded with a Panzer Grenadier closing in on it, and scout car moving in for support. Scout car skidding all over the ice. Not exactly sure which direction it wants to go, but it manages to do some extra damage there on the conscripts, but they do retreat. Can they make it out alive? It is a little bit of a risky maneuver to chase it, and Cataclaw knows that, so he's not going to, and he just stays there alive. Doctrine selection has been, well, I should say Doctrine has been selected for mTw.Ivan. Not exactly sure where I was going with that. But mTw.Ivan selects the guard mortar coordination tactic, so that will give him access to, obviously, guards, but also the T-34-85 combat group, which is a very popular call-in for the Soviets. Conscripts in heavy cover, engaging against Pios and the scout car. Also getting shot at from behind by a Panzer Grenadier squad, or I guess in the flank, not really behind. Conscripts retreat. Everything is going to have to retreat here from the center. I don't see mTw.Ivan winning this engagement. There goes the retreat on the second squad. They're going to have to run straight through the scout car. Second squad retreats at the same time, adding to the numbers that the scout car has to shoot at, so it may actually be able to keep these squads alive. Conscripts Ura forward, right in front of the retreating conscripts, trying to keep them alive and distract the scout car, forcing it to back off, as it does put it in risk of an 18-8, and it manages to accomplish that, as both conscript squads make it out of there alive, just barely, but they do. 300 points left for Cataclaw, as mTw.Ivan is still sitting at 428. It is kind of difficult for Cataclaw to capture the map, as there are just so many conscripts all over the place. The conscripts here are just getting shot at by the Pios and the scout car. They are forced to retreat as they do not manage to get the scout car. And the scout car is now veteran C3, 26 kills to its name, and at veteran C3, it improves its mobility, which allows it to just chase down this conscript squad that's going to get shot down on the retreat by the LMG on that Gren. And there it goes, scout car now an ace scout car, which is going to be amazing because it just moves so fast. I'm actually going to look up exactly what the values were for that. I forget, you know, the actual numerical values, which isn't too important, but I'll just look it up and eventually get that information for you. Anyways, another conscript squad forced to retreat, as we see Opal Blitzes getting called in for Cataclaw. Cataclaw going to be securing more territories and starting to aim that, but there we go. mTw.Ivan gets himself the, what was that laughing about? Something died? I don't know. Calls himself the T-34-85 combat group, which will help him out significantly, but at the same time, Cataclaw calls in the Tiger, which means that the T-34-85s may be able to catch the scout car, but the scout car is too fast, too quick, too nimble. But if they catch it out of position, they may be able to kill it. T-34s are moving in its direction, trying to see if they can catch it, but conscripts have been brought down to 5-man for mTw.Ivan, so mTw.Ivan is in a bit of a tough spot here. T-34-85s will be able to keep the Tiger at bay. I mean, if the Tiger is a little bit too bold, it may actually die to them, but it is unlikely that that will happen unless the, unless Cataclaw is very reckless with this Tiger. Tiger will very easily win the fight against the T-34-85s. If supported even slightly, the Grens will actually be able to throw a Faust on the T-34-85. No, they actually retreat as the Tiger barrels in. The Grens could have actually just thrown a Faust, although he didn't have enough munitions, so that's why. Marked vehicle goes down on the Tiger. The T-34-85s get behind the Tiger. Can they actually get the kill on it? A lot of damage going down. Shreks do get equipped on the Panzer Grenadiers. We see the T-34-85s doing a lot of damage to this Tiger. The T-34-85 taking a lot of damage itself. but they are bringing the Tiger down to a sliver of health. The Panzer Grenadiers pop into the church, and the Tiger is losing. It lost its weapon. Tiger's gonna go down. Whoa! So I was completely mistaken. It looked like Cataclaw was not gonna support his T-34. I mean the Tiger prop. Oh no, this is quite unfortunate for VonIvan. He is not able to get the kill on the Tiger. The T-34-85 over here backs off. Very low in health with a destroyed weapon, and there we go. The Tiger, the T-34 manages to get the kill on the Tiger. So Cataclaw now gets a turnaround on him, and he's in a very tough position. Grens will be able to throw a Faust on that T-34-85. However, they do not, and the T-35 just chases down the Panzer Grenadier squad, trying to get the kill on it. Can he get the kill? It's a one-man squad. Faust will be going off on the T-34-85. The Panzer Gren squad does die. However, the Grens go and pick up the RNG, says Cataclaw. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate for him. The Panzer Grenadier squad drops its Shrek. The Grens pick it up and continue to shoot at the T-34-85. However, he does retreat the squad, trying to keep it alive. Can the T-34-85 finish them off? Does kill one more guy. He is getting it reinforced. The reinforcer goes off. There we go. Gets one more guy. And the T-34-85 is trying to chase down the members of the squad. However, it will not be able to, as it keeps getting reinforced. Up to 3 men now. And T-34-85 will be losing here on the on the RNG, essentially. T-34-85 now just shooting buildings as it gets a little bit frustrated. Shrek now going to be... Oh! Nasty shot there by the T-34-85. Kills 2 in 1. But with the Shrek still in their possession, the Gren squad kills off that T-34-85. So Cataclaw is unfortunate. VonIvan is very unfortunate that the scout car, which unfortunately I was not looking at, got the kill on the T-34-85. He went somewhere. VonIvan saying that the scout car is so OP that it's not even funny. Where did it kill it? Where? It killed. Oh no, I was there it is. So the scout car went and hunted down the T-34-85. Man, I'm sorry I didn't see that. Oh well. So the scout car is still an ace scout car. 36 kill to its name. 1 vehicle destroyed, a building also destroyed. Guards now on the field for VonIvan, but I don't see him coming back from this in any way. Had he actually kept that T-34-85 over in the base, and repaired and such, I think he would have been fine. It was unfortunate what happened up in the north, that the Shrek got dropped and the Grenadiers were able to just kill it. But yeah, without at least having one, it's a tough one. I suppose it's kind of anybody's game still. We see VonIvan just building more and more conscripts to continue to put the pressure on the map. But Cataclaw just has a much stronger force right now, because even though there are, 4 conscripts still left with another one get produced and a guard squad for support, we're talking Cataclaw having 2 veterancy 3 Grens, 2 veterancy 2 Grens, and another Gren squad with 1 veterancy, which it's going to be very tough for VonIvan to deal with with veterancy 0, vanilla conscripts. Even veterancy 1 doesn't really do much for them. So yeah, that's a toughie. So anyways, we see Cataclaw moving back out with all his troops, setting a lot of troops down south. Grants with LMGs and a Grant with a Shrek. There's a nice little support unit here, because that's going to be very nice. And VonIvan trying to recapture some territory with his conscripts all over the place, just flooding into the map. Panzer Grenadiers also with Panzer Shreks, just waiting around for anything that comes up. And more conscript squads continue to be built for VonIvan, as we're going to see engagement going up north. The scout car moves up with its autocannon, opening up on the conscripts. We see the hay stack there still giving them some heavy cover. The scout car will probably actually end up destroying that hay stack, I would assume. Yeah, the first stack has been blown up. The stack itself will probably not be far behind, as the autocannon just rips into it. Conscripts have lost 1 guy. Molotov does fly at the Grens. The Grens do sit in it for a bit of a second there, taking some damage, down to 3 men, but they move out of the way. Pyos move into the field and repair the scout car as they are still there. The scout car just pushes forward, gets right on top of the conscripts, and is going to seal the deal here. Gets 18-aided. Conscripts forced to retreat, down to 2 men. Can they make it out? I think they'll make it out, although they decide to stop in the middle of the road for some reason. Center map. Guards with their DP light machine guns getting some damage on those Grens. The Grens pop out of the church and retreat. 3 conscript squads in the center, able to force away. Tiger gets called into the field for Cataclaw, and yeah, I think that's going to seal the deal. VonIvan unable to call in his own combat group. He's still quite a ways away from that fuel, and the Tiger will have impunity here. It's kind of unfortunate here for VonIvan because he got the kill very easily and very handily on that Tiger when it came out, so he was in a great position, but maybe, I don't know. I guess you could make the argument of RNG and such, but whatever. So the Gren blob here, essentially, 4 Grens. Very powerful, not going to be easy to deal with any of those conscripts. They should move forward. The scout car pushes forward and actually gets the snipe kill on the retreating conscript squad, making the account that much lower. The infantry for VonIvan just sitting back at base. We do have a conscript squad up in the north that could very easily get killed by the scout car if it notices that they are there. And the Tiger just moves up to the front, and with only a guard squad on the field to stop it, and by stop it I mean they could button it and stop it for a little while, but PTRS rifles are not really going to kill that anytime soon. That's gonna do it. Victory points did get brought down to 292 for Cataclaw. VonIvan now down to 191, so Cataclaw with a 100-point lead at this point. Tiger just sitting in the front of the base, gets a kill on one of the conscript squad with 1 shot essentially. Conscripts just keep getting killed. They throw an 18-8 at the scout car as they want to get vengeance on that murderous wretch. The guard squad pushes forward, and the conscripts just get annihilated all over the place. LMGs flying back and forth. The Tiger gets another kill on a squad on retreat. Guards are forced to retreat down to very small amounts of health on the troops, and we are probably going to see a strafing run on top of it. So yeah, Cataclaw is just piling it on. Going to move the Tiger into the front of the base and just kill everything. There's still that bunker in front of the base that could stop them, but yeah, here we see the strafing run that comes down right on top of the infantry. As the infantry gets spotted, there goes the pin down. Infantry troops unable to move. Guard squad goes down. PTRS rifles get picked up and destroyed, and the conscripts are just gonna get slaughtered. We do have a conscript squad in the center of the map that is just moving around. Gonna go sneak a ninja cap on the victory point. Kinda, but not really. Conscripts end up retreating as a strafing run. VonIvan throws in the good game, well played. GG by Cataclaw, and I guess that's probably what she wrote. VonIvan says, I had a chance if it weren't for that SC scout car. Yeah. Having the ability to see everything at bed 3. So yeah, I would have liked to been able to see the how the scout car killed the T-34 over here. But yeah, I mean, if this T-34 had survived, VonIvan could have still been in it because that is still a strong tank to deal with. But unfortunately, well, that was not the case. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. It was pretty nice. I liked it. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the emails that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.